What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Abel here with STL Tones, and today we're going to be taking a look at your December update for the AmpHub plugin. Now, you guys are getting two new stomp pedals, two awesome classic stomp pedals, and you guys are getting four new official Zilla cabs in your cabinet section with various microphones. So, the signal chain for this is going to be this minus Duvel Elite. Now, I get this question a lot, so I just kind of want to throw it out there in case you guys are wondering. The pickups that I have in this guitar is a Seymour Duncan Nazgul in the bridge and a Seymour Duncan Sentient in the neck. So for those of you wondering, that's what I'm running in the guitar. We are going into a Universal Audio Aero interface, and we're going into Cubase. And of course, we're running AmpHub. So let's hop on screen and check out these tones. All right, so as you can see, I'm running this Brit 2084. Now, I'm not gonna be using this preamp section, it's off. That's why I have this amp queued up, and I'm gonna be using strictly the power section. I have the level bumped up a little bit, just so we have some volume. And let's get in here and let's grab one of these Brit drives. Now, you guys already had the Brit drive blue, but now you have the Brit drive red and the Brit drive gold. So let's start with the gold, and we're at noon all the way across. So let's check this out. Bridge pickup position. Let's start tweaking some knobs, the first one being the gain. The gain is always my favorite knob. All right, so let's start messing with this contour, because this contour has a heavy effect on the pedal. Check this out. Obviously heavy on the mid control on the contour knob, so just keep that in mind. I like it sort of backed off a little bit. It brightens it up a little. By the way, I just want to clear up, we are not using the Zilla cab section yet. This is the cab that I'm running. This is typically how I'm set up every single time I'm running an STL Tones video. So if you want to screenshot this, this is what it looks like, 4x12, both sides, two different microphones, and I'm just, essentially conventional microphone placement on both. All right, so let's get back to this. If you want some more top-end sizzle out of it, you can easily just turn up the treble. If you like the tone the way it is and you like the treble where it's at, then you can easily just hop into this power section and you can up the presence a little bit. This is what that would sound like. Sounds classic, sounds very Brit. Let's turn on the effects section and let's throw reverb over here. By the way, that EQ is not on, so just so you know. Let's turn this reverb on. I just want a hint of it in there, somewhere in the back. By the way, if you want the best out of your effects, make sure you guys are running in mono stereo or stereo. Sounding really cool. Let's gain all the way up, as always, for science, because we got to know what that sounds like. classic full stroke. Little lead tone out of it. Ooh. About you, but I think that pedal sounds pretty awesome. So let's move on to the Brit Drive Red. Roho. All right, let's check this one out. Everything else still being the same. For right now, let's turn off the effects and let's just hear what this thing sounds like, essentially raw. Let's bring the presence back to where it was. Everything in noon. Let's do it. So it's still warm, not as warm as the gold, but it's got, a brighter overtone to it, which sounds pretty cool. Gain all the way up for science. And for further science, for further scientific research, all right, let's check out a little bit of reverb. And let's split the coil, because it's what I like to do. Okay, so the Brit Drive Red, sounding amazing. I love both of those pedals, and of course you can experiment with these pedals. You don't have to run them this way. You can put them in front of clean channels, you can run them in front of a different power amp, do whatever it is that you want to do, different cabinets, the options are endless, but as running them this way, they sound amazing. All right, so let's move on to these official cabs. So this is the way I'm gonna run it. I'm going to do the Bogart Ultrasonic. This is an awesome amplifier and I love the lead channel, and I'm gonna run a pedal in front of it. So I'm essentially gonna build kind of a tone before we hit the cabs. That way we can just cycle through them. All right, so let's do this Horde Drive Accuracy. This is the way I run it. It's the way I was told to run it by the man who built it. So everything's at noon. Let's see what this sounds like. Let's turn off the effects. Now let's listen to it. So that is just that pedal and all of the knobs at noon on the Bogart. That is a sick combination. Highly recommend you guys try it out, but let's move on to the star of the show today, and that is the cab. So I'm gonna pan all the way over 100% to the left. That way I'm not having to worry about blending things right now and just sort of creating tones every single time I wanna show you this. I'd rather just cycle through each one individually so you get a good representation of each cab. But obviously, if you're gonna run this at home, kick on that right section and start blending things together, start trying out all the different microphone options. You're gonna find some really cool stuff. All right, so let's start with, first let me show you what we got. So we got the 1x12 Zilla Compact. We have a 1x12 Zilla Dinky G12HC. And if you go down here, we have a 2x12 Zilla Fatboy V30 Celestions, love those. And then underneath that, you have a 2x12 Zilla Studio Pro. So let's start off with the 1x12 Zilla Compact, and let's kick it with the Dynamic 112. I just like that microphone. I'm gonna run it here because I found that was pretty good representation for all of the different cabinets, but obviously, if you were gonna run both sides, you would have, you know, a darker tone, maybe a brighter tone, however you normally run your cabs. So let's see what this sounds like. That sounds sick. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever even played through a 1x12, but that sounds really awesome. Of course, it's a very small cabinet, so you're not gonna get the same oomph that you would get out of like a big, you know, 4x12 or something like that, but it sounds really good. All right, so let's move over to the 1x12 Zilla Dinky, and let's run the same microphone just for the sake of continuity. And let's see what this sounds like. That sounds surprisingly beefy and present. Listen to that. That sounds sick. And of course, the Zilla custom cabinet stamp looks pretty awesome while you're playing through it. All right, so let's check out this 2x12 Fatboy V30. And again, Dynamic 1x12, Dynamic 112, sorry. Let's check this out. Sounding absolutely sick. All right, let's check out the 2x12 Zilla Studio Pro G12 and Dynamic 112. You get what I'm trying to say. All right. Sounds absolutely sick. Obviously, guys, these are just snapshots of what these cabs sound like by themselves. You're going to be queuing them up on the other side. You're going to be blending them. You're going to be trying different microphones. So the tone's going to sound significantly different. You're going to be covering much more of a overall tonal range and frequency when you run both. But at least now you know what they sound like. As always, if you guys are watching this video, that means that this is now live and available for download over at stltones.com. So head over there and update your plugin. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like, that subscribe button, notification bell so you see all the new products and videos that STL Tones is rolling out. My name's Abel Hernandez. Happy holidays. I will catch you guys on the next video.